Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 9 of The Inner Child, Dancing. And what I wanted to talk to you today about was your story. How trauma in our lives can silence us and make us feel as if we're not enough and if we're not lovable, and we did this to ourselves and we brought this on ourselves and we just can't let it go and we have to hold on to it for the remainder of our lives. I want to say that we don't have to make trauma or our story of what's happened to us something that's a bad thing. It can be a very powerful thing. And I've never really shared my story on YouTube. Not the complexity of it, because it's such a long story. I could narrow it down, but it doesn't like put all the complexity of it into it. What it did involve is a school district that said, oh, your daughter has Asperger's or high functioning autism, and she's quirky and she's different and she's unique and she's eccentric. We don't have to change that in her. And that was the school's position. And I said, yes, all those things are right, but she is so different from other kids because she's hand flapping and spinning and she's like looking out the window in class all day long. She's not getting what she needs from the school district. And so we went like this. We went, head to head for a decade. And I felt as if they were ignoring her needs, and they were under the mentality of, low functioning autism is part of our curriculum and we can barely deal with that. We aren't going to start something new with high functioning autism. So that fight, that battle, led me to get very, very sick. And I went into 7 episodes of psychotic events. And over 3, when all that was happening, and I was trying to, sue the school district for their services, and they were just hell bent to say, you're not crossing this line because then all these other kids will come through. The 3 happened back then. 3 happened in 2020 when I was doing some EMDR work on that trauma, and everything. Sorry, I'm just gonna plug my battery in here. Everything kind of went to the surface in 2020 because we were all isolated then, and you couldn't see anybody, you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do anything. It didn't help at that time to do EMDR. That was resurfacing all this stuff, and and then one time in 2024 when I went on to TikTok, TikTok was not good to me. It's just too fast. It was just too fast for me, and just lost it again. And so all of those included some hospitalizations, and I can let that go now to say, it is what it is. I don't need to hold on to it. I don't need to identify myself by that. I don't need to have people look at me as if I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. Now I'm using this story that I have, this trauma-induced story that I have, and using it for power, using it for healing, using it for strength, using it for endurance, and showing others that if I can do this, if I can get through this, then you can surely go through whatever it is that you're walking through at this moment. And Yeah, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and sharing my story a little more. These are the classic tarot cards, and um, yeah, I feel like it's time. It's time to let it go. And by letting it go, I say I'm releasing it to the universe. I'm releasing it to God. I'm releasing it to Jesus. All right. Balance. The Temperance card. Everything is in balance. Everything is good and bad together. It's right and wrong together. It's black and white together. And when I say black and white, I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about like the actual colors of black and white together. So, all right. And then for the present, we have the Queen of Pentacles. That queen is admiring her seeds, her harvest that has come through. And for the future, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which means you can either have very fortunate, if you give to this universe very fortunate things, you will receive fortune in return. Whatever you put out, you will return to you in tenfold, hundredfold, thousandsfold, millionsfold. So if you put out love, if you put out kindness, if you put out goodness, you put out, vibes that are positive, that's what you will return, will come in return. If you put out, greed and selfishness and different types of fear-based things, holding on to your money and holding on to things real tight, that will come to you back in return. So, all right, these are the Healing Spirit cards by Gordon Smith, and they look like this. And so I hope everybody has a really special day today. It's really a nice day. I'm going to be working at a restaurant and doing some healing work on myself, and whether or not I go to see my family, I don't know. Depends on how tired I am after. This card is called Share the Gift, and it looks like this. All right. You have healing ability within you, and you know this because you can feel the pain of others. Spirit helpers and healers are always working with you so you can use your special abilities for yourself and others. There will be times when you feel the power of others. Let me see. There will be times when you feel their power, and other times when they will feel the power coming from you. It truly doesn't matter who builds the power of healing. It is more important that it is shared. Call upon the healing spirits to work with you now and allow your ability to become great gifts to be channeled and used to heal. Those who channel the power of healing are true light workers. All right. Well, we've definitely had that one before. And that kind of brought me to, working with people with Reiki and that energy healing. I hope that people understand. Maybe I can even just do it, like here, do all the things that Reiki encompasses right here on my channel, and I'll send you love, and I'll send you kindness, and I'll send you peace, and I'll send you joy. And every day that I do these videos, I think I'm getting stronger and stronger every day. And I love sending out that love. love it. I love it, love it, love it. And whether or not you want it, that's okay. If you don't want it, that's fine. If you do accept it, then hey, I send you that love. I send you that peace. I send you that joy. And the Wheel of Fortune will return it to me. If you go out and share your love, share your peace, share your joy, share your goodness, and share it with others, then it will come back to you 100-fold, 1,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold. So, all right. Happy Easter. And I hope that everybody has an enjoyable day. If you're alone today, know that my love is with you. I sent out a lot of Reiki love there. Send out some power for you, and just love you, and know that everything's going to be okay in the end. Just hang in there day by day. And if anybody's holding on with an edge, of a rope, that they're just barely hanging on, you're not alone. You're not alone. And you'll never be alone. And hang on to these videos. Hang on to, if it's my voice or somebody else's voice that you connect to, hang on to it. And day by day, it'll get a little farther up the rope, a little farther up the rope, a little farther up the rope. And I always saw it as, I'm rocking that boulder, rocking that boulder, rocking that boulder. Well, now it's rolling. It's going. And now it's going to crash at the bottom. So we have to slow it down and take a breath. Let that boulder slow down and come to a stop without a crash at the bottom. So not so fast. So just take it slow. All right. I wish y'all lots of love today.